Welcome back to World Crisis Radio. Webster, Tarpley here in Washington, D.C. Remember, keep up with everything at tarpley.net, and now also Twitter, Webster G. Tarpley, all one word. And you can get commentaries as things happen. Now, switching to the Obama political front, we had Rahm Emanuel briefly thrown off the ballot there in Chicago by the appellate court, but now apparently the Supreme Court in Illinois has reversed that, so he'll be on the ballot. Who knows if he'll win? That's not a foregone conclusion. And now we're left with the problem of Obama. And I would repeat again, the firing of Olbermann by MSNBC is an obvious, classic ploy by the Obama forces, probably by Obama himself, through this GE character, Immelt, who owns MSNBC, to silence an unpredictable loose cannon, a possible voice of criticism from Obama's left flank. Again, with those special comments back during the tax sellout of early December, Olbermann has a sharp tongue and could have turned that against Obama at any time. So now he has been silenced, and the rest of them are all suppressed. They've all been terrorized. So it's not Comcast. Comcast is months away from controlling MSNBC, and then why would they care anyway? They want money, and this was the biggest rating show on that network. But now let's see if we have anything new on the front of Obama's constitutional qualifications, which many of us still regard as the one hope that we have to try to stop this obvious convergence of the Wall Street Democrats and the reactionary Republicans, with the platform being to flay the American people alive by destroying Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, unemployment insurance, all the economic rights we fought for during the New Deal, now in danger. So let's go to Philadelphia and hear from Phil Berg. Welcome, Phil.
My pleasure to be on. How are you doing?
Not too bad. We just had our electricity out here. Our infrastructure is collapsing.
The country's in bad shape right now. Hopefully your power will go back on. Now, I know a lot of people lost power in the D.C. area from that last storm. You just mentioned about Keith Olbermann. Yeah, that's very interesting what happened to him. And Comcast said that I think they're taking over as of yesterday or as of today. They said they're not going to interfere with the NBC News, so who knows?
It's not Comcast. It's Immelt. Immelt is on the inside track with Obama. He was meeting with Obama that same day. What is Comcast? What does Comcast care about Olbermann? They can let him shoot his mouth off any way he wants. They want money. Immelt, his way of getting money is to be with Obama. Therefore, silence a critic.
Well, that's I guess you're right on that. Well, time will tell. We'll see what happens. You know, Chris Matthews did that switch, and that's still up in the air why he did that, why he made that comment.
Yeah, but this is precisely a way to shut these people all up, right? To say, look, toe the line, repeat the party line, and shut up on everything else.
Well, that's true, but things are going to take place now, like the state of Arizona is passing that legislation. It looks good they're particularly passing that.
Tell us about the legislation, Phil.
Well, the legislation Arizona is passing and Texas is considering, and several other states, to, as of the 2012 Democratic primary, Democratic primary, as of the 2012 presidential primaries, everyone in that state to be on the ballot must show that they're constitutionally eligible to be president. And if not, they will not go on the ballot. Arizona is doing that. Texas and a number of other states are considering it. And we're doing a push to every state that every state should have that on there. So if and eligibility deals with not only a birth certificate, it also deals with adoptions and other things, which we've raised with Obama, but also deal with other factors. So
very good. So I imagine people can keep up with that at ObamaCrimes.com.
Correct. That only has to be done. Think about it. You only need to do that in several states enough to knock Obama off. Now, of course, it would have to be in Democratic states because that's where he gets his electoral college votes. But it really should be no reason there should be no reason that they don't do it. But you'll see all kinds of pressure about it. But it's going to be the time for Obama to put forth, for Obama to either put up, basically, or shut up. And I think it's a way, really, to deal with the whole situation. And I think that if the states pass it, you'll see Obama bailing out. Obama will decide not to run for other reasons, but I don't think he will subject himself to that if enough states pass that. So that's what we're pressuring from ObamaCrimes.com. We're also working on Darrell Issa, with the Government Oversight Committee. I mean, think about it. He only has to hold one hearing, subpoena Obama in and subpoena these documents in. And if Obama doesn't produce these documents, they can subpoena all his records and find out that what's really going on here. And the fact is like I've said now for 2 years, Obama, as far as I'm concerned, is a complete fraud, a complete phony. And it's the biggest hoax against the United States of America. And Obama should really, and everyone around him, should be tried by our criminal justice system. But I think it's good that these states are now pushing. Arizona's doing it. Texas is doing. Now, these are, I think, both of those would be Republican states. But then there should be no reason other states don't do it. And the more it's done, the American public will wake up and realize what's going on. Because I still believe that the American public doesn't know this issue. And if the American public, if the people out there, because I come across people every day and they haven't heard this issue, believe it or not, but if the American public, if the American public knew that Obama is not constitutionally eligible, if they knew that the only document he put up, the certification of live birth, would not register their child for Little League, would not enable them to get a passport, I think they would be up in arms. And Obama, now he's up in the polls a little bit because I think his speech in Tucson, Arizona, but he'll go down again because the programs that he has put forth do not make the American public happy. And I think that's a significant factor we have to deal with. So I'm doing everything we can with ObamaCrimes.com. We're working on several different issues. Also, we will probably be filing another lawsuit very shortly, and we're not giving up. We're going to do everything we can do. People have asked us to do quo warranto. Our research says that you really can't do it. The only one who could do quo warranto would be someone like that ran against Obama. So we don't want to just do a frivolous suit, but we think we have another one we're working on right now to file. And we're going to bring this matter to a head, and we're going to make the American public realize what's going on, the fraud that's been put forth by Obama, which is really outrageous. So stay tuned to ObamaCrimes.com, everybody. Don't give up on us. We haven't given up. We're still fighting this. If any of you out there feel like contributing to us, because it's been a very costly event, and it continues now. We've been doing this over 2 years now, going on 2.5 years, because we filed our first lawsuit August 21st, 2008. If the national media did what they were supposed to do, and that is vet Obama, then if they did that, then there would be no Obama. He would never have been nominated. He would never have been elected because, again, let me quote Phil Berg here, he's a fraud. He's a phony. He's an imposter. This is the biggest hoax against the United States of America, and I'm talking about Obama. And his real name, as we feel, is Barry Soturo. That was his legally adopted name in Indonesia, adopted or acknowledged by his stepfather, Lobo Soturo. So that's
hey, Phil, I got a couple of ideas. If it takes somebody who ran against Obama, in other words, an aggrieved candidate, if you look on the ballot, say, in New Hampshire, you might find completely obscure people who just happen to get their name on the ballot for various reasons, right, that might have standing, right? And the same goes for some other states. Right? There are some states it's fairly easy to get on the ballot, and people might have done it, for symbolic reasons or publicity or whatever, right? There used to be all these tiny little, splinter parties. The other thing is Ohio, Florida, both have Republican governors. Those are your swing states. That's where you got to get that requirement through.
Well, we'll
see you next week, Phil.
Very good. Thanks.
We'll be back in a minute on World Crisis Radio.